In today's video, we are going to give you guys an update on our debt situation. And, of course, with the debt situation, we have to talk about the IRS. So, let's get into this video. Okay guys, I'm here with hubby.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
We wanted to do our debt update for you guys to let you guys know what is going on. And unfortunately, we did have to add more debt because of the IRS. So, this was our numbers last time we did our debt confession. I want to show y'all some improvements from this. So, I'm going to get y'all zoomed in some. Alright, as y'all can see, we had all these paid off. And to that, we paid the Amex off. And right before this information all come out, we had paid Founders off. So we were down to care credit and mortgage. So that meant that total we would have paid, because we had paid at that time $13,649.83 plus the $39,58.46 plus the $42,30.91. So that would have made our debt payoff $21,800. Yeah, well, it would have been $21,839.20. Well, we called, as you know, our taxes we owed this year, $596. The beginning of May, you know, April, we told y'all that we had to pay those. Hubby called the IRS. You hear him grumbling over here. Hubby called IRS to make that payment, and he's like, you know, I want to pay our taxes. And he was in here in the office, and I was in the living room. And, yeah, I heard hubby say, what are you talking about? No, $596. We just got our taxes done. Here's what I'm telling you. This is what's got to be paid.
This is what they're telling us anyway.
Right. This is what the accountant told us. So, hubby, I hear hubby saying, I don't understand. I can't understand you. I don't understand. I can't understand you. So finally hubby comes into the living room and he hands me the phone and he's like, here, she wants to talk to you. And I'm like, you know, I'm thinking to myself, you know, I don't feel good. Why can't you just handle this? You know, just pay it. Like, just pay the $596.
I would love to.
Yeah. Like he said, I would love to. He had this look on his face that was like,
Oh, it must
GiGi, yeah, GiGi, look, I'm frustrated. You need to handle this. So I get on the phone with this lady, and I'm going to back you guys out some because y'all are clearly zoomed way in. But I got on the phone with the lady, I gave her my name, my social, you know, the whole 9 yards, telling her that we just want to call and pay the $596 that we owe. And in very, 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 very broken, thick accent, hard to understand English, she informed me that we did not owe $596, that we owe $596 plus like $7,735 from 2014.
Surprise.
And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. And she's like, we've sent you notices, we've notified you. No, ma'am, you have not.
We didn't get anything.
We've lived here. We filed taxes. We've not received any notices. We try to break even every year. That is our goal. We don't have dependents. It's just the two of us. We kind of worked it out to where we can break even. Then I'm frustrated and I'm like, I don't understand. And I didn't understand her. It was hard to understand her. But what I was saying is, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how this happened. Like, this is 2014. We're talking 10 years ago. Like, what's going on? And she's like, you just need to listen to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and I'm like, I am listening to you, but I don't understand.
I hear you, but I'm not following.
Yeah, exactly. I hear you, but I'm not following you. So I can tell hubby's frustrated. Now I'm getting frustrated. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to do this, but it doesn't make any sense. But, okay, can we just do a payment plan?
That's a negative.
And she says, no, you can't do a payment plan because you're not in compliance with your taxes. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm just finding out about this 2014. So, yeah, this is my notification. I am being schooled and educated, we both are, right now. What do you mean I'm not in compliance? I understand, okay, I have this bill that I have not been notified, and mind you, we filed taxes every year since, for 10 years.
Idea to make the payments get compliant, right?
So she says, no, you're not compliant because you didn't file your 2019 taxes. Now, we all know what happened in 2020. COVID happened. Stuff was shut off, shut out. So we printed our own taxes off and did our own taxes and sent our own taxes in. Now, mind you, we have filed taxes since then, and we've gotten small refunds, and we've paid amounts since 2019. But now, all of a sudden, we have an $8,300, well, it wasn't $8,300, it was $7,735 from 2014. And we're not compliant because we didn't file our 2019 taxes? What? I am, now, at this point, I have to admit, I'm hot. I'm flustered, I don't understand. I was like, what is going on? Well, she proceeds to tell me that the IRS has hired, has had a lot of new hires, and they are going back and looking through older tax files and stuff. I guess there was a point where they were shorter handed, and now they're getting caught. Okay, 10 years? 10 years? Oh, y'all. Y'all. I was like, and I asked the lady, I was like, I don't know. I just don't, I don't know. So I handed the phone back to hubby because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated at this point. And hubby says to the lady, now she's on speakerphone now, so I can hear her. And hubby says, I just don't know what to do. And the lady tells him,
That's a good one.
go ahead, tell what the lady said, told you. Tell her, tell all of our BFFs what.
If I remember right, wasn't it something like you just need to pay
The IRS
more money?
What?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense now. Why not think of that?
The solution is you need to pay the IRS more money. Y'all.
That was a good joke.
Y'all.
I think I lost it after that.
I think we both were just like, oh my God. So we're like, okay, fine. We have no other choice. We're gonna have to put this on a credit card. Because she proceeds to tell us that they are going to
Well, here's the good one. This is a kicker.
levy our bank accounts, put a lien on our properties, since hubby's military is federal, put a lien put a stop and garnish his retirement, garnish my Social Security, disability. So we had no choice at that point but to...
We was getting the works one way.
Yeah, we got the work. We had no choice at that point but to put that on a card. That was our only option. So we...
It's one of those deals where you get backed into the corner. What do you do?
Yeah, we were backed in a corner. We did, and the thing is, we didn't even know there was a fight.
Yeah, we
was
unaware of it.
We got sucker punched. Like somebody we walked around the corner and bam, we were punched. There was we had no foreknowledge to even fight. There was nothing. But anyway.
I felt like he hit me below the belt.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know what that, I don't know. But I've seen men get hit below the belt and they drop through their knees. So,
cool.
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's a painful thing. But y'all, in an instant, all the process, the accomplishment, the progress that we had made on our debt hit me like a ton of bricks.
It's like a big downer. I think we felt like we've taken 3 steps back.
Yeah, like we are doing what is right for our family to come out of the control of someone else, because being in debt is allowing someone else to have some control over you. Yep. And we're trying to take that control back, and then the big man just throws more control on us. He just straps us down further.
They don't want you to have control.
But, so, we told this lady, okay, we have no option but to pay it. Here, you know, what do we need to do? So she gives us a website, or 3 websites that we could choose from.
If we have a choice.
Yes, we do have a choice of this one. We have 3 websites of where to make these payments, this payment. But they all, of course, charge you fees. And the fees are based on the amount that you're paying.
Yep.
So our fees were ridiculous. So we, instead of putting the whole amount on one card to hit all that interest, because our Amex card, the whole purpose of paying the Amex card off first was because it had 0 interest. But that interest, it's a lower interest rate. It's not 30% now, but it's still an interest rate. So we couldn't put it all on the Amex card with 0 interest, because if we did that, they would throw all that interest right on us right immediately. So we divided it up between several cards, and we paid it, and we had to pay the fees. So in total, we ended up paying almost $10,000. So now we are back to having the 2 credit cards that we just paid off, which I'm thankful that we just paid them off, but still yet, we didn't want to add anything to the cards.
Yeah, it's kind of a hard thing to swallow, you know, because, I mean,
It is.
we didn't even see it coming, I mean.
No. So what we have decided to do going forward is we are still going to pay off debt, but what we're going to do is, I mean, Dave Ramsey has a great plan, and I understand his plan, and it's a good plan. But what hubby and I have decided for us is we need to have some savings.
I think this is a good idea.
So what we're going to do moving forward is we're going to continue paying off our debt, of course. But we're going to we're not going to throw everything that we have at debt. We're going to start putting some money back too. Because
that's where it comes down to unforeseen things, you know, to come up just like that. I mean,
I don't want to have to rely on credit cards for those unforeseen things. I don't want to do that, and I know you don't. I know you don't either.
No.
So our priorities are still to get out of debt, and we will. I have great confidence that that will happen.
We're going to get back on the horse.
Yes, of course. We have a setback.
We ain't going to stop.
But instead of
This is a hiccup.
putting everything left over every month to debt, we're going to start stashing back some savings as well. So we're going to do half debt, half savings.
Yep.
That like I said, the IRS just the IRS just whipped my behind. It totally just messed me up. And I know that
Spanked us both.
yeah, it got both of us. It hit both of us. 10 years. I thought you only had to go 7 years, hold 7 years of your taxes. Apparently that does not matter. Apparently if they don't get your returns, they don't notify you, because we did mail those out. And when we talked to our accountant about what all was going on with all of this, she informed me that during the pandemic, when things were closed down and it was tax filing and all of that, there were tremendous issues with people having to file their own taxes and mailing them in, and the IRS claiming that they did not receive them.
Yeah.
She
I mean, yeah, she said tremendous. It was a lot.
Tremendous.
People, so.
She said she's hearing this more and more and more. She's like, it like at the beginning of the year, she said this started. And I'm assuming that it's here recently, according to the IRS lady, that they have been hiring more and more agents. So, and then of course, I mean, I don't want to get political, and I'm not going to get political, but it frustrates me knowing that we are middle class. Barely. Yes, barely. Even if there is a middle class, I don't know. We're working class. How about that?
I'll go for working class.
And we pay more taxes than some of these folks who have freaking millions and billions of dollars.
Corporate America.
And I don't know what world that's right, but that don't seem right in my world. Now, when we filed our 2014 taxes, on our end, we did not owe $7,000 some few dollars.
And nowhere did it say that.
It never said that, even with our tax. This is from them going back and looking at, I don't know, I guess maybe there was something that when they audited or something, they took off medical debt, or they said, no, this don't work, or that don't work, or this or that. I don't know of all the gist of it. We have another appointment to meet the accountant so that we can go back and do the 2019 taxes to make sure. And she said she would guarantee that the IRS would receive them, because the people that did our taxes, like have done our taxes pretty much, except for when COVID was there and everybody was shut down. Everything was shut down.
And the last thing on people's mind, I think, at that time was paying their taxes. I mean, as far as, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we did our taxes.
That's what I'm saying, but
the post office was having issues during that time. Yeah. I mean, they were shut. Schools were shut. Everything was shut down. I mean, look, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But we did our part, what we thought we did our part, and something fell through, and, between here and there, something happened. And I don't know what that was. But the point of the matter is that, yeah, we still owe less now than when we started this in July of 2023. But it's still it's still a step backwards. It's still
hard to swallow.
It is. I do.
And the only thing I can say, I guess, with you guys out there in the community, you try your best to stay up on top of the IRS and how what they look at and what they don't look at.
But But
And it should be
But
pretty simple.
but that's what I'm saying. But like we filed, like
I
we
know,
continued to file, and they didn't take anything. They didn't say, "Here's a bill, send a thing," blah 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 blah. Nothing. I thought if you owed, they didn't send you a check. I thought you didn't get a direct deposit. You didn't get like. Anyway, guys, that is the IRS story. That is what's going on. So we did get all the cards paid off except for the care credit. And then we went back and we added to Founders and Annex. I'm thankful that we had that ability to do that, because I don't know what we would have done if we hadn't, but that's not the point. So it is frustrating.
And I want to say, being thankful that we had that ability with those two cards is because of our budgeting and our, what we've been doing as far as budgeting and things.
Right, and paying off.
Yeah.
Paying off.
I mean, if
debt and stuff.
if we hadn't been
True.
doing that, we'd been in a real pickle.
True. But if we had had savings,
Yeah. And
then we wouldn't have had to put it on a card.
I agree with that 100%.
I
agree with that. I do.
But, guys, that was not, it wasn't the most pleasant video, but now you guys know what, what's going on and what the process will be from here on out. We'll get those cards paid off again. Again. We'll get those cards paid off again, but we'll be doing things a little different. We'll be saving.
Any of you guys out there have maybe experienced the same thing, if you want to share.
Yeah, if you guys have had any
let us
IRS
know,
issues, just let us know in the comments below. Just put like
maybe
IRS or
from your
something.
experience and things.
Yeah, because we were, like I said, we were shocked. But guys, that's about it for the blah IRS
Thank y'all.
video.
I guess we'll move on to better things.
Yeah, we gotta keep going. Look, I have been knocked down so much with my health that I'm kind of used to just being knocked down and bounced. Like, the knockdowns usually don't hurt as bad as they used to.
Just another roller coaster ride.
Yeah, yeah. But I think because this one was financial, like with the IRA, it kind of stung a little different. It's like I expect it with my health. Like, I expect it. Okay, you do this test, you're gonna find something else wrong. You do this test, you're gonna find something else wrong. But hey, we're paying these cards off. We're doing, we're cash stuffing. We're doing our thing, and then bam. So guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone that you think may enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 800 subscribers. I thank y'all so much for being here.
I thank you guys too.
Yeah, thank you for your support.
Appreciate the community.
Yeah, and the encouragement, and just to be able to vent to you guys and know that we're not the only ones that are going through this financial mess. Everybody at some point in time in their lives feel like they've had their feet knocked out from under them. And it happens at the most inopportune times.
It always does. It's always at the inopportune times.
So, I thank you guys so much. We love y'all. Until next time, friends.
Love you guys. Thank you.